Okay, so let's get an update on your Bitcoin chart and other layer 1 chart. Okay, so let's go straight to your 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀 chart. Okay, so as of now you can see your Bitcoin is just ranging this resistance. Okay, remember this small resistance that we are talking about. So if your Bitcoin breaks this resistance, you know it's going to this resistance, which is around $30,375. Or if your Bitcoin doesn't break this resistance but mainly breaks this support at around $29,887. Okay, so remember this support, $29,887. Okay, so once it touches again this support, you know that more probably it's going down to this support. Once it breaks, make a resistance, that's the time we'll enter short and we'll ride it, more probably ride it all the way to $28,760. Okay, so remember this support, if it touches this support, you know it's going down, but if it breaks this support, you know it's going to this resistance around $30,375. Okay, so now let's take all this data and go into your Ethereum and other layer 1 charts. Okay, but first, if you like content like this, just hit the like button. Okay, so now let's go straight to your Ethereum chart. Okay, so Ethereum chart is same. If your Bitcoin breaks that resistance that we are talking about to go to $30,366, you know your Ethereum is going to break this resistance to go all the way to, you can say, this resistance more likely. Okay, around $1,969. Okay, but more probably if your Bitcoin doesn't break that small resistance, you know that your Bitcoin from around 1,918 is going straight to this support at around $1,883. You know that your Ethereum is just going to dangle from here to this support. Okay, from this resistance to this support all the way here. Okay, but if your Bitcoin only breaks that 29,887 that support, you know that your Ethereum is going to break this support. Okay, this big support, and it's kind of going to go down from $1,883 support is going to break, make a resistance, that's the time we can enter short and we can ride it all the way to $1,823. Okay, so this big move will happen only if your Bitcoin breaks that support and goes straight down, right, to that 28,000 support of your Bitcoin, right? Okay, so now let's go into your next chart, which is your Solana. Okay, so for Solana chart, you know your Bitcoin is waiting till it's not breaking that resistance. So if your Bitcoin breaks that resistance, you know your Solana is going to break this small resistance and go all the way to this resistance. Okay, so if your Bitcoin goes down and breaks that $29,887 support, you know your Solana is going to break this support around $25.53. Once it breaks, make a resistance, that's the time we can enter short and we can ride it all the way to $23.53. Okay, so now let's go into your next chart, which is your DOT. Okay, so same way as your Bitcoin is supporting that resistance, your DOT also is supporting its own resistance, which is around here. Okay, so if your Bitcoin breaks at $29,887, you know that you can enter a short position once your DOT breaks this support at around $5.27. Breaks, make a resistance, you can enter a short, and if that happens, you know that your DOT's not going to even support this support at around $5.09. It's going to go straight to this support. If your Bitcoin makes that big move, that if it's going to get dumped, right, it's going to go straight to this support around $4.98. Okay, so remember, either it's going to break this resistance and go to this resistance, $5.41, or it's going to kind of, if your Bitcoin makes that big massive dump, you know that your DOT's going to go from this support to all the way to the next support, which is on $4.98. Okay, so we need to watch your Bitcoin chart very properly. Okay, so now let's talk about your next chart, which is your AVAX. Okay, so for AVAX, it's supporting the same, it's supporting this resistance. Even for your Bitcoin is supporting its own resistance, right? Okay, so your AVAX can either, if your Bitcoin breaks that resistance, you know your Bitcoin is going to $30,366, where your AVAX will go to this resistance around $14.87. Okay, but if your Bitcoin breaks that support at $29,887, you know your AVAX is going from this, you can say kind of this support to from this support around $13.99. Once you break, make a resistance, that's the time we'll enter a short, and we know that your avax is going to this support around $13.16. Okay, so now let's go into your next and last chart, which is a Cardano. Okay, so Cardano is also ranging. It's not exactly ranging, but it broke this resistance. Okay, and right now it's kind of not breaking this resistance. So if your Bitcoin breaks that resistance, to that small resistance that we seen just now, to go to $30,366, you know, your Cardano is going to break this resistance and go all the way, you can say, to your next resistance, which is around here, around 0.33 cents. Okay, but if your Bitcoin doesn't break and it's going down, you know, your Cardano from here is going to go down all the way to this support at around 0.30 cents, and we can enter short right here. Let's get a high, next high low, we can enter short, and we can ride it all the way to this support at around 0.30 cents. Okay, so if your Bitcoin breaks that big support that we are talking about, you know, your ADA is going to go straight from that support that we are talking about, which is around $29,887. You know, your Cardano is kind of going to go from here, you can say it's going to be here, and all the way it's going to go straight to, you can say, this support at around 0.29 cents. Okay, so you gotta have that big move. Your Bitcoin breaks that $29,887. Okay, so that's it for your crypto chart. If you like content like this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ping the notification bell on so you don't miss content like this. Okay, so peace out, crypto fam.